Hello, welcome to my sleepover. I am in my PJs. I had a long day, so do not judge me. You can judge me, I don't care. But it's been a long day, so now I got things done at home. I'm in my PJs, in my very soft robe, and I'm gonna show you my magazine collection. And by magazines, I'm talking about like actual magazines, like, oh, look at this. And also literary journals, literary reviews, all that. So, yeah, I hope you like them. I like them. I really love magazines. It's, I don't know, it's like not a guilty pleasure because I don't feel guilty. I like shopping for magazines, and I also enjoy just being in bed and like going through a magazine, because there's something about being in the mood for wanting to read something, but I don't want to read a full book, because the books that I usually read are about 350 pages. So sometimes if I'm feeling like, oh, like I want a juicy book, then they're like 500 pages. But sometimes I really don't want to read something that's long. Like my brain is just rejecting everything. This is when the magazines come in handy, especially for short stories. But I'll get to that. So I have kind of a lot, which I've been thinking of dedicating like a bookshelf to them. Maybe like one of the small ones, the 3-tier ones. Passion. It's something that I love. Pretty much when I was a kid, I didn't get magazines, and I just had one. Like, I'm gonna show it here, but that was like my only magazine because they were pretty expensive when I was growing up. And now that I have a chance to get magazines, some of these are more on the affordable side. And I'm like, ah, yes, my guilty pleasure. Okay, without further ado, let me show you my magazine collection. Okay, so you might recognize some of this from the other video about the San Jose trip. Yeah, so I have American Short Fiction, which is the spring 2021 issue. I have Sisypha from fall 2014. I also have Poetry Magazine, June 2025, with eggs, because we remember the price of eggs back then. And Poetry, May 2025. And this one, I actually put a sticky note. I think I like this one like a lot. Like, I usually mark them. Like I said, I do a little fold, put a sticky note. Okay. Next, I also have Spectrum, which is the 44th volume. It's the Young Writers Conference, and it's like a bunch of high school students that got published in this magazine. Some of the works are pretty good. I have, and you're familiar with it because I was reading it like 2 videos ago, McSweeney's, volume 77. I saw it at the bookstore, and I went, yes, I will get this one. Thank you. I got, so one of my professors, obviously as a creative writing student, my professors, they're all writers, published writers. They have books, they have short stories, they have worked in publishing, whatever. Like, you get what I'm trying to say. And one of my professors, I really like their writing. And I saw that they were featured in this magazine. And it's actually the first volume. It's called Elastic. So I bought it. I thought, oh, let me see. And this one is the 2021 #1 volume. The theme is like dying, but it's like dying and things being weird, being off. So it's really good. I have been reading bits and pieces here and there, and what I have read is really good. Like it has art. It's nice, it's trippy, and this is a magazine that I'm going to be like showing more than the other ones because I really like the art style. I also have Room, the theme 48, sorry, the issue 48.1, Wits End. This one. And oh, I love Room. I love Room magazine. If somebody from Room watches this, which I don't think anybody is, but I love this magazine. I have, and these are more of magazines, like actual magazines. I really like the Old Reader magazine. So I have several issues of Old Reader. This one is issue 20. So it's pretty good. Yeah, like You're a Bro, all that. Yeah, and they're like super fun. So I have the Old Reader magazine. Then I got this one. I go grocery shopping and they have a little magazine section, and I'm there with my shopping cart just looking at them like, what do you have now? Well, I went to the grocery store and I got this one, The History of Witchcraft, which I'm guessing is a special edition by National Geographic. Like every once in a while they come out with some supernatural thing, and I love supernatural stuff. So I grabbed this one. I was like, oh yeah, gimme. So it's witchcraft through different continents and the history, how witches are portrayed by the media, how they were portrayed by, well, in the media, books, movies, all that. It's pretty good. Then also by National Geographic. I love National Geographic, and not just the supernatural stuff, but also their pictures and nature. I love National Geographic, like the nature shots. Ooh. Well, I was at the grocery store and I saw this other magazine, Secrets of the Supernatural, Dare to Discover the Truth. So you know what I did? I pushed my shopping cart forward and I grabbed the magazine and I put it in my shopping cart because I had to have it. And it's pretty fun. I've been reading it like before bed, here and there, and it's fun. I have the January-February issue of Poetry Magazine from 2026, so this year. So I got this one. My boyfriend got me a subscription for Christmas to the magazine. So I read it and I'm like, oh, this is pretty nice. And when I find a poem that I really like, I just fold it. I'm like, oh, like, so that one day, like if I'm feeling like I want to read something, I just pick it up, read a poem that I like. I also have the Ellery Queen magazine, the mystery magazine. This one is the March-April issue of last year, 2025. It's pretty fun, actually. It has a lot of short mystery stories. And I read, I think it was the second one, and I finished it and I was so confused. And like a day later, it hit me, and I'm like, oh. So yeah, they're pretty entertaining. I also have Poetry Magazine, April 2025 issue. Just to go back here. I have also the Canyon review. Canyon? The Canyon? Sounds like Canyon. Like the Grand Canyon. Yeah, but this is fall 2023. This one was a gift from a professor. He was retiring and he said, whoever wants magazines, come to my office. So I went to his office. me and some other classmates, we went to his office and we left with a bunch of magazines. You saw this one, McSweeney's issue 21. McSweeney's, these are from, you probably saw them in the last video, but McSweeney's issue 61. Oh, and that was so nice in hardcover. Oh, I feel fancy. Like, oh, McSweeney's in hardcover. I also got the Paris Review. I say I got, like, oh, I just bought them today. I have here the Paris Review Winter 2021. And a funny story, I submitted to the Paris Review sometime last year. I got rejected, but it was so funny because it was my first year submitting to magazines. And my boyfriend told me, yeah, submit. Like, what did you get in? And I thought, I don't think I'm gonna get in. Like, they publish the top stuff, like really good writers. But I submitted anyway, and obviously I got rejected. But it was so weird. And me submitting, like, they were probably thinking, like, who the heck is this? But anyway, just a funny story. I also have Black Maria, Women Speak. When did I get this one? I think I got this one at a bookstore. I think so. I don't remember. This is not about where I got them. This is just to show them. Well, this is Women Speaking, Volume 4, Number 2, Black Maria. This one looks very handmade. It's the saddle stitch, like stapled together. It's from 1981. It was by Black Maria Collective. So it's pretty cool. And it's a lot of grassroots. It's a grassroots organization. It looks like it. And from what I read when I first got it, it's like feminist voices. I have the Heist Literary Journal, Spring 2023. How cool is this? Yeah, I got this one. I also have Heist Literary Journal, Spring 2021. And look at this one. This one's pretty nice. So the person is upside down. It's a really nice cover. I have Heist, a literary journal, Spring 2020. We know what happened in 2020. And the reason that I have a lot of the Heist magazines is because I went to one of their events and they had some back issues and they were free. So I'm like, yeah, give me some. I'll take some. I have Spring 2022 of Heist, and I love their covers. I don't know what it is. I guess it's the colors, the art style, but I don't know, there's something about their covers that I love than just as art itself. Then back to Poetry Magazine, I have January, February 2025. This one. Then March 2025, if I remember correctly, this one had some really nice poems. I think it was this one. There's that thing that happens that sometimes you read a poem, like you just grab a random magazine, you're reading a poem, and it moves you so much that you read it again, read it backwards, play around with the stanza structure, like what if I read it this way, and you read it so much that you feel a connection to the poem. I also got Flies, Cockroaches, and Poets. This is the volume 6 from spring 1997, so almost 30 years ago. Yeah, I got this one like at a bookstore. So then I got the San Joaquin review from spring 2017. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. I've been published in this one's like not this one's because this one's older than me, but in the more recent volumes, my work has been published by them. And actually, San Joaquin review, I have a short story coming out in May with them. I'm pretty excited. And there's this one, San Joaquin review, spring 2018. Wait until you see the cover. And this is a painting. It's a painting, but they're Oreo sandwich cookies. Then I also have the Ocean State review. This one is by the University of Rhode Island, and this is volume 1, number 1. So the very first issue. I got Wisache. We love Wisache in this household. We love Wisache. And yeah, this one was pretty nice. It has a lot of writers that like maybe you know about, like Cherry Moraga, Vicky Vertiz, Amparo Davila, then in poetry, William Archila. I met him. He's really cool. Him and his wife, his children. It was a really nice interaction. And I kind of just met them by accident. So, yeah, I didn't meet them like through Wisache. I met them at a bookstore. But, I don't know, it was fun. So, Wisache, we are a Wisache household. Then, oh my goodness, this cover was like one of the first magazines. Okay, this magazine was one of the first magazines that I got. And like when I realized, oh, you know what? I actually love reading magazines and I can afford them now. And that's when I decided to take the step, oh, what if I start my own magazine? And that's when I don't have a print magazine. Mine is online, it's Abundance. But while I was doing Abundance, like all the setup stuff, I would look at this one. It's Allium. This one is spring 2025. It's such a nice cover. So I would look at this one. And I remember thinking like, oh, that's pretty nice. I also have, okay, so this magazine is called Read, Look, Find, Know. That's like the theme, but it's Rebel magazine. It's from 2003, and it's pretty funny because I found it at the bookstore. And you have the magazine. It has art, it has like prose, poetry, but also it came with a little CD, so you could hear like some other poetry that's in here. So that was pretty fun. Then I also have the Southern Review, published quarterly at Louisiana State University. This one was also a gift. It's pretty nice. It's bigger than the other literary magazines, so it's really comfortable to read it. Like I grab it and it's big. This one, then this one, I love the cover. I haven't read this one, but this is the Georgia Review, spring 2024. Look at this. And then in the back, the contributors are listed and they're in the colors. And then art by, and then the artist names. It's pretty nice. I got this one, the Prairie Schooner, spring 2023. This one, I think this one was a gift as well from another professor. And the cover's pretty nice because it feels pretty relatable. like, I don't like the term bed rotting, but it's when you're in bed and you want to get up, but sometimes you can't really get up. So you're just there on your phone. You're not even paying attention to your phone. It's just like the emotional support cell phone. Then I have the Flies, Cockroaches, and Poets from 2022 issue. I also got this one, and their covers, they get me. They get me. I love their covers. This is the American Short Fiction. This is from spring 2025, so from last year. So this is the front cover, and this is the back cover. And like when you open it, it's like she's making art, and Death is over here on the couch. Then I got this one as well. So this one is, actually this one shouldn't be here, but I'll show it anyway. It's not a magazine, it's an anthology. And it's Living Nations, Living Words, an anthology of First Peoples poetry. I'm gonna put it in the right section. I have a bookshelf right here, and I have a poetry section, so that one has to go there. I got this one as well, Driftwood 2024 Anthology. Driftwood Press. Okay, this one should also go in that poetry section. I guess they're mixed up because I used to have some poetry here, and I thought I had put it all away, like in their poetry section, but this one stayed. Well, this one, Driftwood, 2024 Anthology, and this one's big. Well, like almost an inch thick. Then, about 2 years ago, I went to the Los Angeles book festival, or festival of books, and the Santa Monica review was there, and they had some back issues, and I grabbed a bunch because they said, oh, they're free, like take as many as you want, take the whole box if you want. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna grab a bunch for my classmates because I was in a poetry class at the time. And this was the most recent one. No, the second most recent one. This is spring 2024. It's pretty nice. The cover, it looks like a lino cut print. And it has some really nice poems. Then I also got Noon magazine. Oh, this one, it was such a mix. The art is great. I love the art so much. It's so colorful. If you can tell, like, I really love colorful stuff. But some of the stories, I was reading them and I felt like I was inside the magazine. So if you get a chance to read this one, Noon, it has a number 5, so probably issue 5. I recommend it. Then spring 2024 of Highs, and Highs is Hmong American Ink and Stories. And like I said, the covers are so good. Like, look at this. Ah! Okay, I went through that pile already. Let me show you these other ones. So I have this old reader. This is issue 19. And this one was pretty nice. There was one that I bought, and I loved it because I was reading it back when I was at community college, and I was just sitting on a bench just reading my magazine. Then I also have Old Reader issue 21. So I have 19, 20, and 21. I promise I'm gonna put them in order, just not right now, maybe tomorrow. I have, like I said, I like National Geographic. And sometimes when I go thrifting, if I find some National Geographic magazines, they're like super old and the science doesn't really apply anymore, I use them for collages. But this one, this is the 100 Years of Nat Geo. It's from 1988. Yeah, from 1988. And I got this one for the pictures. Then I have Writer's Digest for the craft, for the learning how to write better. Because I revisited a story that I wrote like a year and a half ago. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. Then I got Poets and Writers. I think I got this one at the thrift store or something. Because it's an old number. Yeah, I got Poets and Writers. I got this one at the end of last year. The end of the previous year. So the end of 2024. I went to visit my grandpa and I got the magazine just so that I could read it during my free time. It was pretty nice. Lots of knowledge. And the randomest magazine. I have Social Psychology Quarterly. I like the articles. Like some sociology magazines. I like the articles, okay? I got this one, Sociological Perspectives, Volume 48, number 1. And Sociological Perspectives, Volume 48, number 3. And look at the color. Ooh! This is like nice for a color pencil. This one's. Then the Gettysburg Review, Volume 35, number 1. And the cover's pretty nice. It looks like a miniature, but it's drawn on. It's the train, like when it's parked, and some kids are doing graffiti on it. Oh, my leg fell asleep. My leg. Okay, then another Flies, Cockroaches, and Poets. This is the 2025 issue. This is where my poem is published. Another Flies, Cockroaches, and Poets. This is 2024. I got it at a book fest. Another Flies, Cockroaches, and Poets. This one doesn't have the number, but I have this one. Another Sociological Inquiry, Volume 74. It's from 2004. And like, obviously, some of the studies are outdated, but like I said, I like to read the articles. Like, see, what were you saying about this? I think I picked this one up because of rural housing adequacy and civil structure. I also got Race and Gender Differences in Workplace Autonomy, a research note. I got this one because of that. Another poetry magazine, and I got this one. I think I got it at the bookstore. And when I say like the bookstore, I'm usually talking about the secondhand bookstore because I go to the secondhand bookstores a lot. And this is the January 2020 issue, when You Know What was not being taken seriously, but it was a totally serious thing. And yeah, things were about to hit the fan. So I saw it and I just needed to get it. So I'm like, what were the poets saying around that time? We gotta listen to the poets. I got this one. Oh my goodness. This magazine, Afropolitan, it's Africa at its finest. It's an African magazine. This is the front cover. And this is the back cover. I got this one because it has so much like African culture. But I really like that it's not only English centered. It has English, but it also has some French. So a lot of the French stuff, I didn't understand it fully, but I still like the pictures, like the articles in English, and it was really nice. It's a nice addition to the collection. I also have this month's issue of Poetry Magazine. I haven't read it because I'm still on the previous one. But April 2026, it looks pretty nice. It's thinner. It's a little bit thinner than the other ones. But I'm looking forward to reading it. Put it right here. I have Colorado Review, Spring 2025. This one, it was the gift. Like my professor said, like, if you want magazines, come to my office. And I sprinted over. Yeah, pretty nice cover. And this is the back cover. Yeah, I got this one. Then, like I said, I really like Room magazine. This one is issue 47.3. This one is it's not expensive. It's cheaper than a book, but like for a magazine, I'm like, So if I see one that I really, really like, then yeah, I get it. And this one is, the theme is bodies. This one was good. This one was really good. Surprise. More Flies, Cockroaches, and Poets. And this is like a smaller one. This is from 1999. And this one is Flies, Cockroaches, and Poets from 2017. And the cover is misspelled, but they're like artistic choices. But I'm still like, It's just the English major in me. And this one was pretty nice. So it's a piece of art, but it looks like it was done with color pencils, then digitized. I like it. I really like when art looks really organic. So then this is another Flies, Cockroaches, and Poets, Spring 2018. This one's thicker. Look at this. Yeah, 2018. I have another Flies, Cockroaches, and Poets from 2019. I guess before the pandemic, they used to be thicker. Flies, Cockroaches, and Poets. This is from 2020. I'm not sure what this cover is. It looks nice though. It's like the walls are melting around the person. What if that's what it means? How reality was melting in 2020 and you were just alone walking and seeing everything fall down. Had I thought of that? No, I have not thought of that. This one is from Spring 2021. Super simple. Flies, Cockroaches, and Poets from 2023. And if you haven't been able to tell, I'm looking to collect them all. Like all of them. From the time it was founded in 96, I think it was. I'm not sure. But I'm looking to get them all. Okay. Then I also have the Iowa Review. Isn't this one nice? So like cameras are something that I really like, especially like this old cameras. Film cameras. This one is Fall 2023. And then another, the Canyon Kenny On review. This is from winter 2024, and the cover is pretty nice. It looks like shipping containers, but it's just a bunch of boxes. I hope you can see. So I have that one. Then the Georgia review, summer 2024. This one's big, it's tall, it's thick, just like I like them. Look at this. Look at this. Pretty nice. Then I have, oh, cheesy creasy. I have Acne. Ah, I love this one. This is Acne from Boston University. What volume is this? Number 100. Look at this cover. Oh, I love it. Second part of the video, now that the camera is fully charged, is the next day now. It's Friday. I'm cooking right now. I'm making some arroz rojo. And yeah, I just got home from doing some errands. Let's continue. Let me keep showing you my magazine collection so that if you see something you like, you can be like, oh, I like that magazine, and you can search for it as well. So I also got this one, another poetry magazine from March 2026. The cover, I just love the cover so much. It's green and the letters are like a gold copper, but it looks like vines. Another Wisache, and this one is, I think this is the latest one from fall 2025. And I love the cover of this one because it's the plants. They're like inside a moving truck. And I thought it was really cool. So yeah, I like this one. And this one has poetry by Jessica Salgado. I don't know, I don't think I have mentioned it in like previous videos, but I really like Jessica Salgado's work. There's so much, I don't know, so much personality, so much soul in her work. And I always say I learned to love in Spanish, and the ways in which she describes love for her family, for her lovers, for her nephews, which is also her family. She blends in Spanish, and the love, it like comes off the page. I'm able to read it. I'm reading it and I'm able to feel it as well. And I just love her work so much. So I have Wisache. Let me put it right here. And honestly, let me get a good job. I'm like manifesting right now. Let me get a good job. Let me get paid. Let me like make good money. Let money flow, so that I can complete my Wisache collection. Because right now, I think I only have two issues. I got this other one, Acne 99. And I think these are like the only two Acne magazines that I have. This one was also a gift. But look at the cover. Acne 99. This one's really nice. And I read it, I think last year. And I marked some poems that I loved. Like I said, there are some poems that you're reading them and you're like, ah! And you read it again, because sometimes there's no way that a poem made you feel like that. And you're reading it and you're like, oh, this is someone else putting into words how I feel or how I felt about a situation. And I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, I got Acne. And it's funny because I have 99 and 100. Then, well, I already showed this one. I have 2 copies of Flies, Cockroaches, and Poets. Have this one, San Joaquin Review, the spring 2019 issue. I think I got this one at a thrift store. It's a little bit, not chipped. Mugs and like plates are chipped. It's a little bit like like somebody scratched it or something. But it's fine. Other than that, everything is readable. This one's pretty cool because I don't like fish. And I don't like raw fish. But the cover's pretty nice. It's just a black background. And it's a painting. It's not real fish. And like somebody painted red, like reddish, orangey fish in there. And they look so realistic. I don't think I have read this one, but when I read it, just know I'm gonna be looking up like, okay, who painted this? I have some chapbooks. So I made a chapbook for one of my classes. This one I titled it Nectar, and it's funny because a lot of the poems here I ended up revising them even more and putting them in my poetry book, which, like, promotion time. So I have a poetry book. It's called Trinkets of a Heart, and it has the poems, and each poem has its translation in Spanish. So in a way, it's a bilingual book. Then another Santa Monica review from 2000. Look at this cover. This one's pretty nice. I got this one. Santa Monica review from 2020, spring 2020. Like every time I hear like spring 2020 or January to March 2020, that's gonna be my reaction. Just But yeah, spring 2020. And it's a little parakeet in the cover. I love birds. I think pigeons are my favorites, but parakeets are, yeah, they're a close second. So yeah, this one was pretty nice. Then I have Rattle. I have Rattle, issue 52. This one was also a gift. And I like this cover because it looks like just a random picture of the city. And then like this guy, he has no idea he's gonna be on Rattle. He's like, oh, gotta get to work. He looks casual, maybe like he has to go to the coffee shop. But yeah, it looks like such an everyday image, and I think it's really cool. So got Open Line from 2013, and if okay, I'm gonna do admire this cover. It's pretty cool. It looks like a lino cut print, but this one, yeah, from San Quentin, California. So this one, this one was it's like an anthology. Yeah, it's a journal. But this one, the work, the poetry, and the art is by the students and alumni of the Prison University Project at San Quentin State Prison. So we know how the prison system can be, how the prison system is. And a lot of students, they don't get their resources, especially to the arts. So my boyfriend got me this one. And I think it's pretty cool that, I mean, it would be better if the system wasn't like that. But I think it's nice that even in that situation, people gravitate towards the arts. Because sometimes it is the arts that keep us alive. Drinking from my little vampire mug. Okay, then, awesome, I got this one. Vial of Bones Scene. I don't think they're active anymore, but I bought the first issue. And this one, it's like super short, and it's set up like a cookbook. And I think it's pretty cute. Like I said, it's very, very short. maybe what, 15 pages? Oh no, 36 pages in total. Yeah, this one's pretty cute. And I have another one. Let me bring that one. In that one of my short stories got published, but the artwork for that one, oh, it's so nice. Let me bring it. Hey, I'm back. And here's a magazine. This one, oh, I loved it. I love it so much. The way that it's set up, they made it so that this one is like an actual magazine, like a fashion magazine. It's pretty big, and for the theme, it was my Eldritch Horsey. And look at the art. I'm gonna link the profile to the artist's page, like their Instagram page, so that you can go see their art. It's really nice. And my short story is right here. It's called Horseplay. Got this one, the Furrow magazine. This one is from spring 2025, and this is my first volume that I get by them. But I got this one because my work was published in here. Stop it! No lickies! Really are nasty. Yeah. I have a poem, The Woman in the Willow Trees, and it got accepted. And they sent me a copy, and they sent my professor a copy. The one that gave me like a bunch of journals. I put him like, oh yeah, like this is an inspiration. Please send him a copy. And he got a copy. He's probably gonna give it away as well, but it's fine. But yeah. Then I got this one, Backstory for Book Lovers. This one's really nice. I thought it was going to be focused more on romance, and no, it wasn't really on romance. It's a bit of everything. It has articles, it has it's like articles and opinion, like short essays. But the reason that I got this one is because it's their last issue. So the founder and editor-in-chief, he also operates a bookstore. I think it's in the UK. Yeah, in the UK. And he pretty much said, yeah, this is too much. My bookstore needs me. So we're gonna have to like chop the magazine right here. And I saw it, that it was gonna be the last one. So I grabbed it. You know, for my archives. I got this one. Clark's World, issue 184. And this is sci-fi. Look at this. Look at this cover. So it's, I don't know, it's an astronaut. And they are on a little boat. And like some type of mechanism. Alien guy is just rowing his boat. And I thought it was pretty cool. Have I read it? No, I have not. But I will. What do we have here? Oh yeah, I got some Harvard reviews. No, not some. I think this is the only one. I got a Harvard review as well. It was a gift. Number 62 from, I don't know what month, but 62. This one has some really, really good work. Was it this one? There's one that I was reading it in between classes, and I was bawling by the end. It's this guy. Well, it's a man, not just a random guy. It's this refugee man, and he has family, but there's war in his country. And the family is constantly telling him, like, come get us. Like, we need you. Like, you left and you haven't gotten us. And he keeps telling them, like, I'm in the process of it. Like, he's doing the paperwork as fast as he can. And, okay, like, huge spoiler. But at some point, like, he finds out that his brother was assassinated. And that sends him like a little spiral. And it was really sad. Because, you know, war and assassinations, the connection between siblings. It was a really tough read. But it was so beautifully written. Like, on the story aspect, it was really sad. But analyzing the writing style, the diction, all that, it was so well written that I felt that I was right there with the narrator, and I was watching him get the phone call telling him what happened. I was a bit of a mess at the end. I remember just like cleaning my mocos with a tissue, like dabbing my eyes and heading to class. Then, oh, this is the magazine that I was telling you about. So growing up, magazines, we were not poor, but we were also like not rich. We were like lower middle class. So magazines, they were like a luxury. And we got this one. It's called Muy Interesante, very interesting. And it's a lot of historical facts, but also it's like a little bit biased because of the publishers. But yeah, this one's pretty nice. When I went to Mexico last year, I grabbed it because it was still like in storage, like in my family's home, and I just grabbed it and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna keep this one. And I brought it home. Then I have, oh yeah, issue 17 of All Reader. I think this was the very first All Reader magazine that I got. There's something about their covers that I just love so much. Is, like I said, it's more of a social thing. Like, this is readers writing about reading, and me, a reader, I'm reading about reading. It's like a bunch of spirals, and I love it. Okay, we are at the end. And these ones, I pretty much just saved this ones. Is National Geographic, which we love in this household. But these are pretty outdated. 2016, 2015, and 1992. But I pretty much saved them because I like to look at the pictures, and also even if something is outdated, I still want to know like what was going on when it was written. So I got this one, the DNA Revolution. Oh. I got a little paper like, oh, subscribe for get 1 year for $24. Do you think they'll accept it? I don't think so. So I got this one. Then this other one on National Geographic, an issue on Mary, like the most powerful woman in the world. And it's so funny the way that they do the ads. So it's like the front, it's historical, or like, you know, it's something in history, art, and then the back, get a Ford. This one as well. Like the front is Mars, the red planet. Let me show it here. And then the back is like, are your bones brittle? You need some vitamins. Then I also got this one, the World's Great Lake. And this is the one from 92. Which is really sad seeing how, as time goes by, the Nat Geo magazines, they have gotten thinner. Like, look at this one. And then, let's see, 15, 2016. Can you see it? I think it's pretty sad, but also I know that there's that belief that magazines are dying, and overall just the print media is dying. So I guess that's why I like to buy magazines, because there's that sense that if I like something in a magazine, or that was put together as a magazine or as a scene, I'd rather have it as a physical item, because there's that risk that in any moment, like, production could just stop and those copies are lost forever. That is my magazine collection. Yeah. I don't know when I'll get more. I'm not like actively looking for magazines. Is if I go to the bookstore, if I go to a thrift store and I see something that I like, then I get it. Or if I see online that there's a specific magazine that caught my attention, then I go and look for it. But yeah, do you like magazines? I do want to know. I'm a little bit nosy. Do you like magazines? If you don't like magazines, I want to know why. Like, I know some people don't like them. I had a friend, she didn't like them because they were like really flimsy. She also doesn't like paperbacks because they're flimsy. So that's valid. So yeah, that's it. It was good to share this. Bye. Then, oh, I already showed this one. Civic structure. Ah! rural housing adequacy and civic structure. There goes Marshmallow. What happened? What happened? What happened?